Hey you witches, how you doing today? We have some interesting things to talk about. It's been said that your daily practice is the heart of your witchcraft practice. So what if you just can't manage? Where does that leave you? I want to talk a little bit about this and my own experiences over the last 6 to 8 months. So we're going to get into it. For those of you who are new around here, my name is Taya. Welcome to the channel. We talk about all things witchcraft. And for those of you who are returning viewers, maybe coming in from another video, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. And all of you, please consider subscribing. It's a great way to help us build the channel. So let's talk a little bit about daily practice. Because a good many practitioners struggle with the concept of daily practice for various reasons. Maybe they work a physically demanding job and are just, physically exhausted. Maybe they're fearfully deep in the closet and live somewhere where it's so unsafe to do any sort of, obvious witchcraft things. Maybe they have mental health struggles and just literally don't have the spoons for it. And maybe they've just lost touch with their practice, with dealing with any of the myriad things life can throw our way. Daily is an ideal. Weekly is an ideal. Monthly is an ideal. Ideally, we'd like to practice every day or every week or every month, but for many, it's just not feasible to be on a schedule like that. So where does that leave the struggling witch? Is she any less? Is her practice less than all the other witches because she can't maybe get to it on a regularly scheduled basis? Well, no, right? Her practice is just as valid. As I tell my children on the regular, just because it's different doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just different. So I needed to make this video for myself. I've had a very structured, regular, ideal practice in the last few years until the last 6 to 8 months. I had a very small, insignificant back. I don't even want to call it an injury. It was just a little tug, a little tear on something. And over the following months, I slowly started down a road where I was just having aches and pains all the time. I was exhausted, exhausted, 4 o'clock and I'm ready to go to bed. And eventually, after a few months of that, it was a very real depression settled in that I've been in since probably August. Physically, other than this little twinge in my back, nothing was wrong with me. I went and had all the blood tests done and everything, and all the experts thought that it was my mental health issues flaring up, right? Maybe they were exacerbated by the pandemic. I mean, I'm on very regular medication for, anxiety, depression, ADHD, but they're like, maybe it's just, not enough. Throughout this period, my witchcraft practice strayed so far from my regularly structured ideal. I let go of my new moon and my full moon practices. My daily practice was almost nothing, and I spend almost no time at my altar. The only things I kept up are things that I have obligations to other people for. So doing these videos twice a week, right? I feel not obligated, but I feel like I've built this and I don't want to lose it. There's really consequences to me not doing it. My schoolwork, most of it has slipped because it's study at home. But some of it, like celebrating the Sabbats, I have to do those rituals or I can't submit my work for this year and I'll have to wait till this next year to celebrate, do the write-up and submit it, which will extend my schooling by a whole another year, which I don't want. That's a big consequence. But the little assignments, the ones that can be done anytime, have totally fallen by the wayside. Things like daily intentions or even doing a weekly tarot reading. For those of you that follow when I do my witch planner flip throughs, we'll see the last few months I haven't even been doing weekly divinations. So does this make me less of a witch? No, it just makes me a witch with life to deal with. The ideals of daily, weekly, monthly scheduled activities and practices is just that. It's an ideal to work towards on the days that we can manage to get to it. And if those days are few and far between, then that's okay. We do the best that we can. We practice when we can. Now, I'm really lucky. My back issue was finally diagnosed by my chiropractor, and after 2 weeks of treatment, I feel like my old self again. I am back on the road to physical and mental well-being. I got a quick fix, and I'm really, really lucky for that. It isn't like that for a lot of witches. They live in difficult circumstances, non-ideal circumstances, daily and indefinitely. So I guess all of this is to say, have compassion. Our abilities are so tightly tied to our life circumstances, and many of us aren't able to live up to that ideal practice. So it's okay. I see you witches out there struggling. It's okay. You're valid and capable too. I see you. I know you're there. So I guess that's my question. Have you struggled with maintaining a daily practice? Leave us a comment. Let's talk about it. And otherwise, yeah, that's my video for today. I just wanted to share a bit about my experiences and just the fact that, yeah, not everybody can live up to that sort of ideal daily, weekly, monthly scheduled practice because it's just an ideal. All right. Thanks so much, you guys.